The divorce saga between Kelly Clarkson and Brandon Blackstock has been one of the most talked-about celebrity breakups of recent years. This video is based on publicly available information regarding trusted sources. With high-profile figures like Kelly Clarkson involved, it's not just a personal story, it's a media spectacle. In this video, we'll dive into everything we know about Kelly Clarkson's final divorce settlement with Brandon Blackstock, shedding light on the details, the aftermath, and what comes next for these two stars. How did it all begin? In June 2020, the world was shocked when Kelly Clarkson, known for her bubbly personality and chart-topping hits, filed for divorce from Brandon Blackstock, the father of her two children. The pair had been married for nearly 7 years, and their breakup was a surprise to many. Over the years, Brandon Blackstock had become a key figure in Kelly's life, not just as her husband, but as her manager. Their relationship from the outside seemed picture-perfect, until it wasn't. Kelly's decision to file for divorce came after months of speculation about their relationship. Fans had been wondering if the couple's busy schedules and high-pressure careers had led to tensions. What followed was a highly public legal battle, with both sides facing off in a series of courtroom dramas that revealed the complexity of their marriage. But it wasn't just the emotional fallout that made headlines. There were also significant financial aspects that would shape their settlement. The financial battle. One of the most striking aspects of the divorce was the financial settlement. Brandon Blackstock had been Kelly's manager for years, but during their marriage, it was clear that there were some disagreements about their financial arrangement. In fact, Blackstock reportedly received a substantial amount of money from Clarkson's business ventures, which sparked even more tension. It's important to note that while Kelly was a massive earning machine, with her hit show The Kelly Clarkson Show and her successful music career, Brandon also made a significant living, not just as her husband, but as her manager. During the divorce proceedings, Kelly's attorneys argued that Brandon had overstepped his role as her manager and that his financial demands were unreasonable. In addition, there were questions surrounding the prenuptial agreement, which ultimately became a point of contention in the settlement process. Despite all the drama, the settlement has finally been reached. Kelly Clarkson was ordered to pay $200,000 per month in spousal and child support to Blackstock for their two children. This was a substantial amount, but it was in line with the high standard of living that the couple had maintained during their marriage. What does this mean for Kelly and Brandon moving forward? While the financial aspect of the divorce is a huge part of the settlement, it's not just about money. It's about the emotional toll this process has taken on both of them. Kelly Clarkson, despite being a pop culture icon and a successful businesswoman, has been open about how difficult the divorce has been for her emotionally. She's gone through a transformation, both personally and professionally, as she navigates her new reality as a single mother and businesswoman. As for Brandon Blackstock, he has taken a step back from the spotlight after the settlement. While he will still be involved in his children's lives, it's unclear what his professional future holds, especially after his exit from managing Kelly's career. Many have wondered if this breakup will lead to a reinvention for him, or if he'll continue in the same line of work. But what's clear is that this divorce, with its intricate financial dealings, emotional struggles, and public exposure, will continue to resonate in Hollywood for years to come. The battle over custody and visitation rights. While the financial settlement might be the most talked-about part of the divorce, custody of their two children was another major issue. Kelly Clarkson and Brandon Blackstock had always kept their children out of the public eye as much as possible, but the custody battle added a layer of drama to an already intense situation. Initially, the pair agreed to joint custody, with the children spending time with both parents. However, as the legal battle wore on, it became clear that Kelly was fighting to have primary custody. As a working mother with her demanding career, the logistics of co-parenting with Brandon, who lives on a ranch in Montana, were a challenge. With Kelly's primary residence being in Los Angeles, it became evident that managing the children's schedules between two vastly different locations would require a lot of coordination. In the end, Kelly was granted primary physical custody of their children, with Brandon Blackstock receiving generous visitation rights. The custody arrangement reflects the couple's commitment to co-parenting in the best interests of their children, but the challenges of maintaining a balance between their careers and family life remain an ongoing struggle. What's next for Kelly Clarkson? Despite the pain and public nature of her divorce, Kelly Clarkson seems to be moving forward with resilience. In the wake of the settlement, she has focused heavily on her career and her role as a mother. Her show, The Kelly Clarkson Show, has been a huge success, and she's established herself as a versatile TV host and music icon. In fact, Kelly recently signed a new contract for The Kelly Clarkson Show, cementing her place in the entertainment industry for the long run. It's clear that, while the divorce has taken a toll on her personal life, professionally, she is only getting stronger. She has also spoken openly about the healing process, focusing on her own well-being and rediscovering who she is outside of her marriage. Fans have seen a more vulnerable side of Kelly lately, which has endeared her even more to her audience. Her authenticity and strength continue to shine through, making her an even more relatable figure to her millions of fans. Brandon Blackstock's new chapter. For Brandon Blackstock, life after the divorce is a little more uncertain. Once a talent manager, he has now stepped away from the industry and, as reported, is living on the ranch in Montana, away from the public eye. There have been rumors about his future plans, but it remains unclear whether he will return to managing artists or pursue a different career path entirely. What we do know is that his life is dramatically different from the one he shared with Kelly Clarkson. No longer in the spotlight, Blackstock is now navigating life as a father, a former manager, and someone whose name is forever tied to one of the most publicized divorces in recent Hollywood history. The final word on their divorce. In the end, the divorce settlement between Kelly Clarkson and Brandon Blackstock has been a complex and multifaceted process, with significant financial arrangements, custody of the children, and emotional tolls on both sides. It's clear that this divorce will remain a topic of conversation for some time. However, what's equally important is how both Kelly and Brandon are moving forward in their personal and professional lives. For Kelly, it's a fresh start. She's focused on her career, her children, and her personal growth. For Brandon, the future remains uncertain, but the settlement has allowed him to take the time he needs to figure out his next steps. It's a reminder that even in the most public of divorces, there are real people involved, people who are now beginning the next chapter of their lives. Whether it's Kelly Clarkson's continued rise in the entertainment world or Brandon Blackstock's personal reinvention, both are moving forward, and the world is watching every step they take.